Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ashanti. If this is your first time here, if it's not your first time here, welcome back. And today's video I'm so excited for. I'm going to be doing my first trimester update. So if y'all didn't know, yes, I am pregnant with baby number 2. So if that's something that y'all want to see, then just keep on watching. Some of the main points I'm going to be hitting throughout this video are mainly like the symptoms that I've been having, and then like the baby's development. I'll be going over what prenatals I'm taking, and I think that's pretty much it. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that I documented was my pre-pregnancy weight, which is the same pre-pregnancy weight that I had like before I got pregnant with Micah. So my pre-pregnancy weight for this pregnancy was 120 pounds, and right now at 12 weeks and 6 days I am currently 126.8 pounds. So throughout the first trimester I gained 7 pounds. I gained 7 pounds throughout the first trimester, which I think is pretty good because my doctor said that like a healthy weight gain for each pregnancy is like 20 to 30 pounds. So I guess I'm on track so far. I'm doing pretty good with my weight gain so far. It hasn't been a lot, but if it's like consistent throughout the next 2 trimesters, then I'll be like below where I'm supposed to be. So the symptoms that I have been having, definitely the most prominent one I would say is mood swings, and I'm pretty sure like anybody around me can say the same. I'm so easily angered and upset right now, and of course it's like because of the hormones. So definitely mood swings, tender breasts. Y'all, at the end of the day, like when I get ready to take a shower and I take off my bra, I'm almost in tears because of like how sore my boobs are. And also like one of my nipples is darker than the others, so that's a thing. Also like the first few weeks up until I was like around 6 weeks, I was having really bad aura migraines every day. And aura migraines are something that I'm like pretty familiar with because even when I'm not pregnant, I get them like around the time that I start my cycle. They are like pretty much like hormone and PMS induced. So I was having them so frequently and consistently throughout the first few weeks of this pregnancy. I'm so glad I'm not having them anymore because these migraines are like so bad that it literally just takes my whole day away. So thank God I'm not dealing with those anymore. Bloating, when I wake up in the morning, I'm pretty like flat, or I was, not anymore. But like the first few weeks when I would wake up in the morning, I was pretty flat, but like by the end of the day, you could kind of like tell a little bit. Like people think it's like showing, but it's mostly like bloating from me like eating and drinking throughout the day. So that was a pretty prominent one. The hormonal acne has been outrageous. If I had to choose like between like knocking any of these symptoms off the list and not having to deal with them, it would either be the migraines or the acne, because they're both like way out of control. Especially the acne, it's just like it doesn't stop. It's so far I've had like maybe a week or 2 where I wasn't breaking out as bad, but like other than that, it's like new breakout every day. So I've been dealing with that. I never really like break out on my forehead. I've been breaking out like on my forehead a lot and like down here like around my jawline. So I've been trying to keep it at bay, and of course like having to switch out certain products that have like ingredients that you're not supposed to use while you're pregnant. So I'm sure that has a lot to do with it. Also, outside of the hormones, frequent urination. I mean, that's pretty inevitable with like anybody when you're pregnant. I mean, you have something weighing on your bladder, so of course you're gonna have to pee a lot. Overall, I've been having like a lot of body soreness, like in my back, like my pelvic area, my legs, and my sciatic nerve has been killing me. Now with my first pregnancy, I didn't really deal with like sciatic nerve issues until like the 3rd trimester. But like with this pregnancy, I've been feeling it already, even to where like sometimes it's really hard for me to get in and out of the bed, or if I'm walking and I like just step on my, and it's like the same side. If I step on my left leg, just like a regular stride, and I like dang near end up on the ground because of like how painful it is. So fatigue, I didn't really start dealing with fatigue until literally after my 10 weeks. So like going into my 11th week and my 12th week, I was just like super tired. Like I would just be sitting at work like doing like on the computer doing whatever, and like I just find myself like catching my head like dang near on the desk sleep. So the fatigue didn't really hit me until like later in the first trimester, but I feel like I've already gotten over that. I've started to get my energy levels back up, so that's good. So like constipation is like pretty normal for me. I've like never really been like super regular or as regular as I should be, but pregnancy just makes it worse, especially when you start taking prenatal vitamins, because they do have like a lot of iron and different like vitamins in them that can sometimes like induce constipation, and iron definitely does make it harder for me to go poop. So I've been dealing with that. The last thing that I have on my symptom list is acid reflux. I've never really dealt with that a lot. Like my first pregnancy, when I was pregnant with Micah, I didn't really have a lot of acid reflux, but this pregnancy I've had it a few times, maybe like a handful of times. It's like not super consistent, but I've had it enough to where I'm like, okay, like whoa. Yeah, I'm not really sure like what causes that, but I just try to like make sure I'm sitting straight up after I eat so that it's not as likely to happen. So yeah, those are all the symptoms that I've been having throughout the first trimester. No morning sickness, in which I'm so grateful for that, because I didn't have any morning sickness when I was pregnant with Micah either. And I have like a lot of friends who did deal with like morning sickness a lot when they were pregnant, and I saw like how hard it made them just to be able to get their day started. And I'm just glad that that's something that I don't have to deal with on top of everything else that I've been dealing with. So no morning sickness over here. Next I'll go into like cravings. So I know cravings are usually like a big thing for pregnant women, but I haven't really had any cravings, or like I haven't been craving anything outrageous or crazy. Like the first few weeks, I was really craving apple pies from Church's Chicken, but that was before like I even knew that I was pregnant. But yeah, that's really the only thing that I've craved. Other than that, I usually just like eat normal or eat regularly like how I would if I wasn't pregnant. I can eat different stuff every day, not have to worry about it making me sick. And the next thing I'm gonna be going through is very quickly just I'm gonna just like hit the basic things that the baby has developed throughout the first trimester. I'm not gonna go like week by week, like, because I feel like that would take too long. So I just like listed everything out in like bullet points. So I'm gonna just hit everything, and I'm probably not gonna really go into that much detail because I mean, a lot of the things are self-explanatory. So I'm gonna just go ahead and hit the bullet points for baby's development throughout the first trimester. But baby's bones developed. Babies have like way more bones than humans, because of course as they grow and get older they start to connect. The baby has hair, not like thick full hair, but it's more like peach fuzz, like on their skin, on their head, really all over their body, because you have peach fuzz all over anyways. The baby has fingernails on the fingers and toes, so there's that. The baby's digestive system has developed, so it has like intestines, guts as people call it. Baby's sense of touch, so like once the like fingers like webbed off into actual phalanges, they gain their sense of touch. Baby has eyesight, even though their eyes will still be closed for the next few months, they do have the ability to see now. Baby's heart, in which I know like a lot of people, they have like their first appointment around like 6 to 8 weeks, which is like when you can actually hear the baby's heartbeat. So that's always exciting. Baby's brain is developed, sense of taste, muscles, white blood cells, vocal cords, the limbs, so arms and legs, in which they can now, like by the end of the first trimester, baby can like extend and bend their limbs, so they're a lot like more active and moving around when you like see them on the ultrasound. And then their genitals start to develop, but they're not completely developed, because I know like for boys, like their testes start off like in their stomach, and it like drops down to where they're supposed to be, so they start to develop, but they're not completely developed within the first trimester. That's it for baby's development throughout the first trimester. I have already done my genetics testing to like know if baby will have like any birth defects or like Down syndrome, any other like diseases or anything like that they can tell through the blood testing. Everything came back normal, so that's good. Baby is 100% healthy and good to go. He or she is actually developing a week ahead of where they're supposed to be, so I guess that's good. It kind of makes me a little bit nervous, because like with Micah, he was a pretty big baby. He was 8'11", and I had him vaginally. Thank God I didn't have any tears, but yeah, that still makes me nervous, like for baby to already be measuring ahead. But I mean, all I can ask for is a healthy baby, so that's what I'm getting, so I can't really complain. The prenatal vitamin that I've been taking is the 1-a-day prenatal, and This isn't the same vitamin that I took when I was pregnant with Micah, but it was just something that I could like easily pick up from Target. So that's what I went ahead and started taking. I also do like them because they are gluten-free and dairy-free, in which I don't do dairy in my diet. So that's a plus. I don't really get too much into like the prenatals because I feel like they pretty much all have the same ingredients. They all do the same thing. So as long as they have DHA, you're pretty much good to go. My estimated due date is November 24th. So right now I'm currently 12 weeks and 6 days. So as of tomorrow, I will officially be out of the first trimester, which is why I felt like this would be a good time to go ahead and film and get everything out of the way. And I guess the main thing that everybody is here to see is a bump shot. So I'll go ahead and show y'all how much I'm showing already. And yeah, so this is how it looks from the front. I mean, it's not really hard to tell that I'm pregnant, and of course my belly button is sticking out, but it never 100% went back into place after I had Micah. So there's that. And then from the side, I do have like an oblong bump. I believe that's what they call it. But basically, like, since my torso is like so short, like my torso is literally shorter than my hand. So when the baby starts to get bigger, it can grow up and down because that would literally kill me. So it has no choice but to grow out. So my bump will always be like more out than round. The last thing, I just wanted to quickly show y'all what I use to like moisturize my bump, and what I will probably continue to use like as it gets bigger. So I use this Palmer's cocoa butter, and I like to use the one that comes in like the little thing like this because like you can actually scoop it out, and this is pretty much empty. But yeah, so I like to use this, and I just mix it with the Palmer's coconut oil body oil. So I just use these together, and I do feel like it keeps me like pretty moisturized. I like how it feels. My first pregnancy, I did try to use bio oil when I was pregnant with Micah, but I know a lot of people swear by that, but it just didn't do nothing for me. I know there's no way to prevent stretch marks because it's like genetics, it's inevitable, it's gonna happen, but I don't know, I didn't even feel like it kept me moisturized. Like a few minutes later, it was literally gone, and it's such a thin oil that it doesn't like sit on the skin for long. So I don't feel like I would benefit from even trying to use that. That is going to be it for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If y'all have any video ideas that y'all would like for me to do like throughout the pregnancy, because I do plan to like document a lot here on my channel, just let me know down below in the comments, or you can message me directly. But other than that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye.